Hello once again, guys. Welcome back to the new episode, or the new series I should say, of the Survival Challenge. I know it's been a long time coming, but I will explain very quickly what's been going on. Right, so the last time you would have seen me or heard me was when we were finishing off, or looking to finish off, the No Man's Land Survival Challenge. And I did finish it off and did sort of go through the video and edit it and everything else, but I have left it too long. Again, I've just had so much going on with my private life, but finally I have a little bit of time on my hands to knock out a few videos and hopefully keep you guys happy and entertained, certainly for the time being. So yeah, we finished the No Man's Land. I think we made about, I think it was about 700,000 once we sold everything. So that leads us lovely onto this new series. So series 2 of the Survival Challenge. We are in the Greenfields map, which I think is, I'm hoping you'll agree, is more European. I wanted it to be more like English countryside style, and we've got this plot of land here. But if I just go into the map and I'll explain the map, and you can see just how vast it is. It is a big map, decent sized map. We are not far from the selling, so the shop, and I think the selling station is opposite as well. So we're kind of not really in the middle, but it's not too far to get to each, so I'm quite happy with that. Got this plot of land here, which we will make use of in the next couple of episodes. So before we dive into it, what can you expect from this survival challenge? Well, first of all, as you'll notice, there's not a lot of trees. We do have some trees over here and bordering our field, but to be honest, don't really want to go down the tree cutting route again. I think we did that, exhausted that in the last series. But we do have a lot of grass here, and that is going to be our first job. Now, before we do get stuck in, rules. I did have some rules. Those of you that watched the first episode of the series 1 survival challenge, we did have some rules that we were to sort of abide by and set to, and again this one is exactly the same. So I will try and put them on the screen if I can. But rule number 1, we won't be using any workers, any AI users, any AI workers will not be permitted. Everything has got to be done by myself. Rule number 2, we are not allowed to lease any machinery. I know I did that kind of last time, but I just don't want to lease anything in this series. That's pretty much it for the rules. But in terms of the settings, so we have got everything on, which is kind of a rule. So we have got on the ploughing, the liming, periodic ploughing, periodic liming. We've also got on the crop destruction as well, which is something we didn't do before, trying to make it not as hard as it can be, but make it more of a challenge. And yeah, we've got the economic setting to easy. That is purely because I'm not too sure how we're going to get on and how it's going to go. I think setting it to normal is going to be quite difficult, and obviously setting it to harder is going to be, as the namesake, a lot harder. So we're not going to be doing that. So there's the rules, there's the sort of outlines, guidelines of what we're going to be doing. So what we'll do now is, guys, get stuck in. I'll show you around the farm and then start doing some work. Okay guys, so in all her glory, this is the new farm. A lot different from the last one. If you remember, the last one we had quite a few placeables. On this one there isn't as many. So on the last one we had the shed, we had the little we had like a machine shed, I think we had a water tower, a little house, I can't think if there's anything else at that time. And this one, we have a caravan, a little shed, which we can't really use, but it's there, and a barn, if you like, as well. So just quickly show you around. So this is where we're going to be living. A lot better than the place we were living in the Series 1. A lot more clean. It's not great, but it'll do. So that is where we'll be resting after a long day. As I said, little shed there, but that's more for yeah, it's not really in use, can't use that, so decorational purposes. We have our shed, so part machinery in here, and then we have our equipment sort of barn as well, if you like, in here, which is fully operational, which is great. Okay, so equipment, what have we got? What do we start with? So as you can see in the top corner, we start with a very pathetic 40 quid, which, yeah, wouldn't be survival challenge without starting with absolutely nothing. So we have 40 quid, and it's up to us now to basically build on that and add to that, and grow from there. If you haven't seen the survival challenge episode, or series 1, sorry, if you go and check that out, you will get a sense of what it is I'm trying to do. But those of you who don't know, survival challenge is basically starting with absolutely nothing and working your way up, and you know, transferring your farm and buying new equipment to go with it as well. So this is where we're starting. Equipment wise, what do we have? So we have this lovely Land Rover style Defender, I suppose. Can't really have an English farm without one of these, so glad to have that on board. And we also have a little trailer to go with it as well, which is full of grass, which I will explain shortly. In the machine shed, we have a very, very empty, pathetic looking shed. As you can see, we've got our Lizard lawnmower and a spade, and you can probably guess what is going to be coming. As I said, we are going to be starting from absolutely nothing, so we've got to live to our means at the moment. So what is the plan, guys? Well, first and foremost, we need to make money. We need to make a lot of money. So this episode, we will do a little bit of work on the farm, but I think predominantly it's going to be off camera. I will show it a little bit, but we're going to need to generate a lot of money. But we do have this massive field that we're dealing with. All this, you can see the boundaries all around, and that is ours. It's completely ours. We own this plot of land to do what we want with it. So we will cut some grass. I think the main thing is that we're going to need a source of income. So whether that be via, we go down the route of greenhouses again, or we do some silage. I think silage might be a good option. We could get a plough, sow some seeds in as well. But that's the options we've got. But first and foremost, we need to make some money. I'm not sure if we can cut trees down. To be honest, I don't think we can, but it might be something that we have a look at should we need to make a little bit extra money as well. But I think the trees are quite good, covers the plot quite well. I don't really want to be cutting trees down at this stage. So, but yeah, guys, so what we'll do is we will jump straight into it. We'll get our lawnmower out, and we'll start doing some cutting. As I have said, this might be a little bit boring to start with, but we have to start with the boring jobs, unfortunately. Right, here we go then, guys. What we will do is cut out a small area to start with, and then go from there. It's always quite annoying, I think, on the first series or the first episode of a brand new survival, because you haven't got the equipment, you haven't got the money. So we need to just make sure that we can make as much money as we possibly can. Hence why we have to do these boring things. So what are we going to be doing? I think the next purchase is going to have to be a tractor, and I don't know if we had it. I think we may have had it on the Series 1. It's like a little Case IH. It looks like a 3-wheel tractor, but it's not. I think they're about 3,500, so that could be something that we go for. I'm not entirely sure. What plans for this series? Well, kind of want to follow on from the last series, really. I mean, I did say a few times that I wanted to reach the big £1 million mark, and we didn't do it. We were just shy at 700,000. Perhaps if we sold all our machinery, we would have got to that million, but I just thought, you know what, I have still got the game saved, so if we ever want to go back to it for whatever reason, we can do, pick up where we left off from. But we'll see. But I'd like to keep the million. I think we've got a big map here. It's a brilliant map, I've got to say. And as I said previously, I wanted something that was a little bit more British, I suppose. Some of you may not think that this is, but I think it's a lot more sort of British, or definitely European than the No Man's Land. So, right, guys, I am going to jump cut to the end of this little section being done, and then we can start to collect up our grass and see how much we've made. There we have it then. It's not a lot there, and we'll soon find out how much we've got. And what we'll do is now is just get the Land Rover onto the trailer. Easier said than done. Okay, so 93 litres is 3%, so I'm not sure. Might take us a while to get to our £3,000 target. But obviously, guys, I won't be showing you all that, because probably going to end up cutting the rest of the field. Oh God, I hate this thing. Right, let's go. Let's step to it. Pick all this up. Easier said than done. Okay. I don't actually know how many litres the shovel will actually pick up. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so it picks up 800 litres, which for a shovel, that's not a bad shovel. Got to learn how to use it though first. And as you can see, having great difficulty. So I don't see a reason why we wouldn't be able to pick up all of this area with the shovel. As I said, 800 litres is a fair bit. Let's get it all. 312. Okay. I think what we'll probably end up doing is seeing if we can get to about 1,000 litres, and then heading off to the store to sell it, just so we can get an idea of what we're working with, because at the moment I haven't got a clue. 653, I think. A little bit there. I think that's everything. I'll just chuck it back in the trailer, if you'll allow me to. There we go. Alright, let's just chuck you down there and see how much we've got. So just a shade under 1,000 litres. Well, let's just have a quick look and see how much 1,000 litres is going to get me, because I haven't got a clue. Could get me another 40 quid. It's possible. Let's have a look. So grass. Where are you? Grass. There we go. So it's £87. It's not good at all, actually. £87. 1,000 litres, which is not good. I think it's per 1,000 litres, isn't it? Yeah. What I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to fill the trailer, and then I'm not going to show you that because it's way too much. If we keep doing this, we've only got 1,000 litres there, so we're probably going to need to do another. I would expect another 2 or 3 of those. So I'll get that done now, and join you back when I have my full trailer. Now I know that mowing lawns in real life isn't the best job in the world. You know what? Neither is it on a computer either. So I think we've just done the same, maybe a little bit more area. So we'll get that scooped up. I'm not going to waste your time, guys. I will do a jump cut. So seconds for you, a lot longer for me. Right, and here we are, guys, with the second load. Quite nicely. Getting the hang of the old spade now as well. he says, until I have to talk about it, and then it all goes to pot. There we go. I think if my maths serves me right, and it's never usually been that good, better than my English anyway. I don't think this is going to be an easy task. I think this is going to be a lot harder to achieve. But this is Survival Challenge. This is what we do. And although it's going to take a long time and a lot of grass cutting to achieve our goal of buying a tractor, we've got to get it done. I've got to get it done. Ooh. This is Survival Challenge at its best. Why isn't it? There we go. Could it be that that is full now? I have no idea. Let's just see if you're full. Yes, you are. Okay, guys, so I think the next step is to, well, I suppose, see where we need to take it in terms of selling. As I say, I'm not hoping out for a lot, but there is a couple of options that we've got, which I will talk about towards the end. But let's just see where we've got to go. Okay, so animal dealer bale sales, which is where on the map? Animal dealer bale sales, does it tell me? I'm wondering if it's one of these. Can I animal dealer tag place? Has it done me a tag or not? It has indeed. What we'll do is, guys, we'll make our way over to the animal dealer and we'll see how much we're going to get for our lovely grass. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, here we are, just pulling up to the animal dealer bale shop here. There we go. I think that's exactly where we need to be. There we go. Okay, £261 for quite a lot of grass, I would say. You're probably going to be in the region of about 15-20 trailer falls to achieve what we need. But this is Survival Challenge, and I think not to fret, because if we can start out as tough as what we are doing, then, you know, we could achieve so much more. And the whole idea of Series 2 is to go a little bit harder than what we've done previously. Yes, I know the economic setting is easy, but the crop settings are quite difficult, and this, I think it's the first initial start in how you make your money. is also quite difficult. So, um, but yes, that there, has just made us 300 quid. Probably got a little bit left in there, but not a lot. Well, actually, no, £262 we've just made because we had £40 in the bank anyway. Yeah, so look, we've got some options. So, yes, we could cut all of this. But it is going to be something that I do off camera because I'm not going to want to watch anybody cut this as much as you guys aren't. So, I could do it and just film little bits and bobs as we go. But yeah, I know that you guys are going to be keen on seeing that. The other option is, which you might have already seen me click on, is we do have these contracts as well. So we can do these contracts if we want to. I think that we will add another rule. So if I get up our original rules up now on the screen, I think it was no workers, no leasing. We'll add a third rule of no contracts. We'll say £2,000. No contracts over £2,000. I think so. We could possibly do this fertilising contract as well, which is something we'll probably do in the next episode. But I'm going to leave it here for now. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is probably get another trailer load, which will take us up to, I think, just under £700, I think. And then if we can carry out that contract as well in the next episode, I've lost it now. There it is. We can get ourselves possibly on the way to getting our tractor. The tractor that I'm eyeing up is, just show you guys before we leave. The tractor that I am eyeing up is, where are you? That tractor there. So there is that tractor that we potentially will be purchasing, but obviously then we do have the issue of where we go from there, because we are going to need a plough. It doesn't need to be a massive plough. We do need to get some sort of plough. Probably going to have to look on the mod hub for that because there isn't any here. The plough is more expensive than the actual tractor. We're going to need a seeder. We're going to need a fertiliser. We're going to need everything. Fertiliser spreader. We're going to need a lime spreader. We're going to need everything. So we're probably going to be needing around the 10 grand mark, and then we have the harvester that we're going to need to buy, which the cheapest one I think is about 30, 31, 24. 19, they're getting cheaper. So that's where we're at the moment. So, but it is survival challenge, as I've said before. I don't want to make it too easy. I don't know if Series 1 was easy. Some people would probably say, yeah, it was. I wouldn't disagree, to be honest. But the whole point of Series 2 is making it a little bit more difficult. As I said, I'm not going to film absolutely everything. I will do quite a large cut now, ready for the second episode, ready to go. So yeah, gonna leave it there, guys. You know I like to waffle, so I will leave it there. Thank you for watching. I hope you're on board with Series 2 of the Survival Challenge. Please, any ideas, any cheap ideas, cheap machinery, please drop it in the comments. I'm more than happy to listen to what you guys have to say, good and bad. Let me know what you think. Please, again, if you can like and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out massively. I'm enjoying doing this and I'm happy that I'm now coming back to it. Yeah, so guys, please like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ra for now.